Oh yeah, I messed up. Hi everyone.
How are you doing?
Hello. Hey, thank you for joining us in AMA.
You're welcome. Hello, Ryan. I see you're also here. Ryan, can you hear us? Not sure. Okay.
I think
We'll wait a couple of minutes.
So maybe his headset is not connected.
Not sure.
I think,
Hi,
Pandu, you're having some kind of feedback when you're talking.
I'm having it. Really? I will try to rejoin. Give me a second.
No, sorry, Pandu, the eccentricity.
Really? Okay. Let me try.
Okay, we just send away people. Okay. Hello, Ryan. Thanks for coming today. Thanks. We'll just wait a couple of minutes till more people join, and then we will start with the Hello, word. I was live. You're muted, by the way. If you realize that, if you wanted to talk, unmute.
You can sign language if you want. Yeah, pretty good. Good to see everyone here. Hi, Miss Bex.
How's it going, everyone?
Hey, so I have feedback. Do you guys have anything?
It's the same. It's the same echoing happening, I'm afraid.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch devices. That will probably help.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Try that. Okay. Yeah, and the echo was from her. Okay, I was wondering. Alrighty. Were there any idea on how many people are coming today?
I was expecting a lot because a lot confirmed, I guess, and also Malith, the gentleman from Sri Lanka, he's coming tonight. I mean today.
Tonight. Is it evening already in your time zone?
Yeah, today.
All right. Cool. Maybe one more minute, and then we can. If there are any questions, by the way, in the meantime, related, non-related to MAA, something about the project, somebody who wants to introduce himself or herself before Ryan and Eccentricity do so, shoot, you have a minute. Difficult to be first ones. All right, then I'll just wait in silence.
We'll pick up one. Ryan, Ryan, would you like to tell us where you're from?
Ryan is going to tell us soon. Yeah, we're just waiting. He's going to present soon, so I was keeping him for the moment.
Okay, I'll hold for the moment.
Hey guys, can you guys hear me now?
Yes, we can, but the echo is still there. So
are you able to hear me?
Yes, we can.
You guys hear me?
Okay.
Eccentricity, we still hear the echo on the background, so it's the same noise.
That's weird. I'm using a totally different device.
Or maybe I think it is an echo. Maybe you can mute yourself before you start speaking, so that we can.
Okay.
Yeah, and when you
Oh yeah, I know why.
Or maybe it's not you actually. I don't know. Anyhow, we are with quite some by now. I can see.
There you go.
All right, it disappeared.
It's better.
Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming to our weekly MAA. Very nice to have you all. I see a lot of new people, which is very exciting. I'm curious to get to know all of you. I would say we have two big things to announce today. So we have. Did somebody say something? Couldn't hear. Okay. Yeah, so we have two big things to announce today. We have Ryan from Verida, who's gonna talk about the report, the new opportunity for sandboxers to work on, and also introduce himself and the project that is already building on Near. And we also have people from Octopus, which is also very exciting. They're gonna say a word in the next couple of minutes first. So I would say, Ryan, you go first. Tell us about yourself. Tell us about the project, how you came to Sandbox, and maybe what the actual opportunity is. Very curious to hear all of that.
Yeah, great. Hi, everyone. Great to connect. This is my first call with the Open Web Sandbox. So awesome to be part of the community. I'm based in Sydney, Australia. So it's the evening here, hence the dim lights for me. But a little bit about, for those who haven't heard about Verida, our website is verida.io. There's not too much on there at the moment. It's getting revamped, but we are a new startup. We've kind of been in the background for maybe the last sort of 12 months or so, but we're connected with the Near ecosystem. We came out of the Open Web Collective a couple months ago, and we've recently raised a seed round to build out our project. And essentially, we're like a data protocol. You could sort of think of it as a personal data oracle, where we're helping users unlock data from Web 2 and then create a network around self-sovereign data and making that available for users in smart contracts in Web 3 with a number of different use cases, which we're exploring at the moment. So we're kind of like a middleware protocol, and we'll sort of have two sides to the markets. There's both those users we're serving, which will have a Vault, a kind of data wallet app, and then there'll be the businesses or the developers who are using our protocol to build cool new things. So yeah, that's kind of the little intro on. Oh, and me, I guess. I've been in sort of the crypto blockchain for a few years now, and kind of more on the consulting side. But I've joined as the COO for Verida, so I'm looking after basically all the operational stuff, a lot of the community stuff, our partnerships, team development, and a bit of biz dev. And yeah, you wear a lot of hats as a in a startup. So whatever we need to do, we sort of do. But we're a small team, and we're just getting involved, I guess, a bit more in the Near ecosystem. It's really exciting. I think with the Open Web Sandbox, what's sort of and it's still probably feels like pretty new, but there's like really good momentum. So we want to be part of that. And should I talk about the job?
Yeah, sure. I was just about to ask you about about writing the report together with people that you told already to me. So maybe we can also enlighten other people about this.
Yeah. So I guess the context for it is we're building some tech out at the moment to demonstrate essentially micropayments on the Near protocol. And we're sort of using that as part of our stack in terms of managing data transfers between accounts. So as part of that, we're looking to explore, what integrations we want to pursue, and there's probably sort of two categories we're looking at, and that's the stablecoin type projects that are in the Near ecosystem, and also Oracle related projects. So I thought it could be a cool little task for some contributors in the community if they want to get involved in the Open Web Sandbox, to basically do a little research report to explore, okay, what projects are out there, whether they're existing projects from other blockchain ecosystems who are looking to deploy their service on the Near blockchain, or whether they're new projects that are sort of native to the Near ecosystem, and both in the stablecoin category and also the Oracle category. So the report, it's probably going to be dictated, I guess, by how many projects are out there. I think there's not too many, but it could be a 3 to 4 page report, and we're just looking for like, what are the projects? What status is their development? Are they live? Are they in testnet? Are they still sort of conceptual? And then any integrations with other projects in the NEAR ecosystem that those projects have done, and links to developer docs and things like that, just to give us some input as we develop our protocol itself for Verida. So I guess that's the context, and happy to, if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer.
Yeah, I already have a question. Do you maybe have an idea of like how many people you want to collaborate together, or would it be okay if one person does it, or how do you see that? Does it make a difference for the job?
Yeah, look, if it's one person or if a couple of people want to collaborate, I'm pretty open to how it comes together. So really sort of want to just put the objective out there, I guess, and whoever feels like they may want to tackle it, open to connecting.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much for sharing this. So I will just leave this couple of minutes for people to think about this. We will also post this on our channel with announcement that this is a new opportunity, and I assume people can reach out to you if they have more questions once we have the collaborators for this. I'm excited myself, might work on this as well. We'll see. But we'll promote this and we'll announce. So we'll get in touch to you real quick, so you can expect this being posted tomorrow or. The end of this week. Thank you very much for sharing this.
Thanks for letting me talk a little bit about what we're doing, and great to be connected.
Cool.
Something?
Thank you, Ryan. Thanks. All right. Well, the other thing, the other project that we had today was the Octopus one. So maybe the group, or the wonderful group that joined us today on Sandbox, can also introduce themselves and share a little bit what you guys up to.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Is it still echoing now?
No.
All right. Okay. So I think I figured it out. Okay. All right. So my name is I'm Decentricity everywhere, but like my real name is Pandu Sasradio. I'm only Pandu Sasradio on LinkedIn. I'm actually the CEO of one of the app chains. So as you guys know, Octopus is a group of app chains launching basically multiple app chains at the same time. It's an app chain protocol, and it's we're the first one actually to deploy testnet on Octopus, the decentralized bio network. I guess for tonight, I'm just gonna introduce myself first, because like we're all new people for you, and I brought all of my friends, and like so I. Just as a background, I've been in the space for a while. I started at the dark side. I was actually an IBMer. So I was with like the original Hyperledger Fabric stuff at the beginning there. Left IBM in 2017 to actually start a blockchain company, which was called Blockchain Zoo. And that was a consulting company, Gartner listed. We did a lot of stuff in the region being Southeast Asia. I initiated the Indonesian Blockchain Association. So I'm Indonesian, so I've doxed myself completely. I'm the co-founder of the Indonesian Blockchain Association, which is the association that connects like the ecosystem to government. So my association actually managed to bring legality to cryptocurrencies in Indonesia. Ibnu, I think you should be on mute. Hi, Ibnu. Or yeah, okay. So sorry. So we have 22 members. Yeah, I'm hearing like something. Probably okay. So we have 22 member companies in our association. Yeah, we've been in this space for a while, and like these are all like the Indonesian blockchain people plus the Malaysian blockchain people actually, and we're setting up several projects. One of the projects is very related to bioinformatics and blockchain. So not just blockchain, but also bioinformatics. My chief science officer here, Ibnu, is a bioinformatician. Here he is. He used to research bacterial genomes. He's now helping us basically in making an app chain for medical and bioinformatics data. We basically create a way for people to control and monetize your biomedical data, but anonymously. So you don't have to put in KYC to actually use our dApp. You can stay at home and basically do your own DIY genetic testing by swabbing the insides of your cheeks. You send a sample with a label like a Swiss bank account that you write yourself on the envelope, without a name, without KYC, without your address. Send over to the lab that is assigned by the dApp. The dApp basically sends it. Well, you can choose actually. You can choose the labs as well. The labs basically do their work on your sample. That sample comes back into the dApp. Okay, so that was the original germination of the idea. Then we realized that to actually capture the entire bioinformatics market share, we need to actually also enter the data marketplace. So we need a lot of interoperability with the marketplaces that sell data, stuff like Ocean Protocol. And we also need a lot of liquidity in this space as well. So we do need access to Ethereum. So it actually blew up into some a sort of like interoperability project for biomedical data. So it became very interesting. And then Octopus talked to us and showed us what these guys were able to do. Because they started like interoperability. So it was a natural fit. Yeah, I can talk on and on about the decentralized bio network, but like yeah, that's the crux of the idea. Labs can basically sell their services on our platform. Users can onboard anonymously and get like testing, and then they can stake their data to actually get incentives, rewards, and then the data actually gets sold in that data marketplace, and the value basically gets sent back. That's the whole crux of the idea. There's another element to it which is interesting, which is privacy computing, which is using Kubernetes clusters. Basically, you don't actually download access to any of the data. You have to like once you buy the ERC20, which represents the data tokens, basically. You can redeem the tokens to actually get access to the data, but it's not download access. You can send us an algorithm, like any bioinformatics algorithm, to filter, for example, from the set of data, like find within this set of data female Caucasian with like this set of genes and this self-reported phenotypes, for example, and from that do these calculations on the genome and compare to this. So that kind of algorithms are sent to us. We vet it, and then we can run it on our Kubernetes cluster. Now, Kubernetes cluster is still in development. That is off-chain, definitely. We haven't found a way to put it on-chain yet. It is actually, we've been looking at like Chainlink as well for this, but like for now, the architecture is that there's an off-chain part of our architecture, which is the aggregated set of data, and the Kubernetes cluster that runs the compute on that part. So yeah, so anyway, that's privacy computing. Data doesn't come out, but you can mess with the data and get the results. That's the decentralized bio network. Yeah. I brought a friend. Just before I stop, I brought another friend, Jean-Daniel Gauthier. He's French. Why did I say he's French? Okay, so
everyone.
His name is Jean-Daniel Gauthier. Of course, he's French. Hi, Danny. Are you there?
Here I am. I think. Can you hear me?
Yes,
yeah,
we
I can hear you.
Okay, so
Danny
I am indeed here.
runs another project, an app chain on Octopus. All right. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead, Danny.
Well, good day or good evening or good morning, everyone, depending on your time zone. So as you now know for sure, my name is Jean-Daniel Gauthier, and I'm French. And I'm the CEO of Myriad. You can find the website on myriad.social. I'm typing this in the daily chat as I'm talking to you. And okay, basically what we are doing is that we are building I'm gonna say a new kind of social media platform, which is okay. The first thing you have to know about it is that it's decentralized and federated. The second thing is that it's owned by its community. It aims at being owned by a community and run by a DAO. And the third thing is we are coming up with our first major feature, which is tipping with stablecoin. So basically, what happens is users get onto the platform, onto Myriad, right? They can post natively on the app, on the DApp. And what they can also do is import posts from mainstream social media and tip their authors even if they're not on the platform. So, for instance, if Pandu is not on Myriad yet, I know that she's on Facebook. I can import a Facebook post and send a tip to that imported post. And then when Pandu joins, she can claim ownership to her Facebook posts and get the tips anyone has sent her. And tippers are rewarded in our Myriad token. So there are several types of rewards. We reward tippers, but we also reward maintainers for the network. So if you run a blockchain node or a federated server, because we have a dual architecture to ensure scalability. So whether you host any or both, you will also receive Myriad. And from then on, we are planning a slew of rather needed features. I'm not going to say innovative because in a way or another, it's been more or less tried here and there. But to gather them in one spot, it's pretty new, and to be able actually to bridge Web 2 and Web 3 in this way, I think we're the only one doing it. So later on, you'll be able to turn any kind of content as NFT into an NFT and do whatever you want with your NFTs, because that's what you do with an NFT. You'll be able to curate what we call experiences. So basically, we don't want to implement a one governing discovery algorithm, but we want to crowdsource how users discover content. And the way you discover your content is by following. Right now, it's tags and people, but later on, it will be topics. We're going to integrate machine learning algorithms and such to recognize a relevant topic in a semantic way. And so, if you become a curator of an interesting experience, you will even be able to monetize your experience, on which people will subscribe to it. And you will be able to directly sell ad space to advertisers from this experience. Basically, our aim is to make it freer and easier for everyone to create and to consume their social media experience. So creators get incentivized. Anybody can get incentivized via tipping. You can choose to display ads or not, or to see ads or not. You have, I think the keyword here is choice. So the choice of how you see the data, the choice of how you behave on the platform, and of course, we also empower communities. So later on, the last feature I would like to talk about. Sorry, I'm taking a little while here. Is that if you have a federated server, you want to turn it into your very own community. We know that not every community has the same standards, and we know that an overarching community standards can lead to some weird things happening. So we'll let communities decide of their own standards and their own governance by implementing community DAOs. via the minting of token NFTs. So you'll have the global DAO of the whole Myriad platform, and later on, if you want to have your own dedicated community that's self-governed, you can also do that. So yeah, this is what we're doing, and I find it pretty cool.
Cool. It's not only you, it is pretty nice. Thank you for your introduction to the project. I was wondering if you already like taken into consideration how much time you spend in Sandbox. Probably not that long. Like, do you already see any points, like any common denominators with people in Sandbox, like any kind of tasks that you would want people to engage in for your project, like any kind of reports, if you need any kind of help? I was wondering, maybe you could share this as well. Or we can talk about it later as well, and then post it as like, separate tasks for your project as well. I mean, we can think on that later on this week. Maybe that's a bit too much for this MAA.
Well, I can give you a very short answer. We're open source, and when we're talking about community, we're not talking about it. So it also addresses any kind of developer or anyone who wants to make the project better, or who has ideas for the project. And what we want is to eventually transform Myriad into a tool where everyone can create their own social experience. I even want to say their own social network. So if there is anyone who wants to get involved in the development, we have a group also on Telegram. I'm gonna send all the links in the chat. Just contact us, and yes, later during the week we can also talk about it more at length.
Sure. Cool. This is very exciting.
Just to add from the bio network perspective, I like the way Danny and I have been doing these projects are also very collaborative. So it's actually similar to what you guys are doing, like a collaboration between projects and finding ways to find ways together. So I'm excited to be part of like a community, which is why I'm bringing like my developers in to actually have these discussions. We have a ton of people who are very good at doing like weird stuff, like bioinformatician, medical doctor, and also a substrate developer is one. I think I introduced him, and like multiple other people who are doing a lot of interesting things. I don't know if you guys have any bioinformatics projects, but if you do, like you can draw upon our experience. And one thing that I like about Myriad, and here I'm cross talking, is that it's so modular. The way it's constructed is as a set of tools. So if you want to basically have like social implementation, or like and that tipping thing is cool. Like everyone basically gets a wallet automatically. Like you only have a Facebook account, and people can tip you even though they don't know your like substrate wallet or your near wallet, but like they can automatically tip you. That's something that's integratable into like other projects as well, I think. So stuff like that. I think there could be a lot of collaborations and synergies here. Plus, from the Octopus Network's perspective, and this is from the Octopus community, which is very new, we want to initiate a guild, the Octopus Guild, right? And I've been asking around in the Discord, and everyone just says like, yeah, just make a website, a Twitter. But I guess I want to learn from you guys is another thing. So because for us, for Octopus, even it's very important because we're also building a community around our app chains. So we need more app chains. So we'd like to learn from you.
No, that makes total sense, actually. I mean, there are over 1,000 people like here with us. Like we do have like very active users, and I am quite sure that like this is the beauty of Sandbox as well. And what we're trying to do with this last month is that you have different talents here, right? So like it doesn't matter what you do. I think there would be someone either expert or interested at least, or somebody who is ready to jump on and like figure it out together with you. We're all learning here, so I think this is indeed a very nice start, like a basing moment where like you can actually find like very right connections here. I would say this is what I believe personally. So yeah, very exciting to have you here. We can also like sync on a call later this week somewhere, like to think of more collaborations, like what we can offer to sandboxers, like in terms of tasks already, or like initial trials, I would say. So yeah, this is very cool.
I actually forgot something that Aaron asked me. Like Aaron Singh is the Octopus community director. He wanted me to also tell you like the Octopus testnet is live. If you guys want to try deploying stuff on the testnet, that would be something we can do as well. I'm going to share the link later. I think it's just testnet.oct.network, I think. And they also have a Discord where you can ask questions. It's also something cool. And they have, I think they have like a grant or something. I think you just mentioned it in the chat. Yeah, 50 to 100K of grants. So they have unlimited app chains, right? Like it's selective, but like you can apply to be an app chain. And if you're an app chain, it seems like he's saying that there's 50K to 100K of grants for qualified app chain projects. So like if you want to, they're an infrastructure chain, right? So you guys are talking to us, we're more like the app part. And of course we have developers and like we can sync up, but I think the collaboration with Octopus Network would be, there's a lot more collaboration that you guys can do because they're like, they're doing a lot of infra stuff. So yeah, try out as Aaron said, like try out.
I will figure that. I will check it out definitely. I don't know about other people. I will definitely do this myself. Just a quick side, Orvers, would you mind taking on from here because I have to go to the next meeting unfortunately. But if people are having questions or something, I think you would do a great job, right? Well, yeah. Thank you very much. Well, guys, thank you for coming. Enjoy the rest of the conversation, and I'll sync with you online or next week during the MAA, or just ping me whenever you have questions. So we can also jump on a call. Bye, bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, Fair.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for sharing.
Bye,
with us.
everyone.
Yeah, thanks for sharing with us.
Have a great one.
We'll see you on the Discord, and those who still have questions on the rolling opportunities and maybe opportunities to collaborate, you can try to introduce yourselves.
I'm Huyu from Malaysia. I want to ask regarding the stable coin. Just now I heard something about that. What are you planning to name it? What are you planning to name it? What sort of name are you going to give for that stable coin?
Sorry, could you say it again?
What name are you going to give to that stable coin?
I think it's referring to Myriad.
What name are you going to give to the stable?
Is it for Myriad? The
What have you mentioned about the stable coin?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think
We're using AUSD for now.
I think you mentioned something about stable coin.
Yeah. On Myriad,
what I'm trying to say is what name.
Yeah, so we're not doing our own stablecoin. What we want is to enable people to send tip in a lot of different kind of ways. So there's going to be cryptocurrencies starting with stablecoins for technical and financial reasons. And then we want to implement, if possible, tipping in other kind of cryptocurrencies. And later on, if possible, also NFT transfer as tips.
Did that answer your question? So yeah, hello. I think you're speaking on mute, or maybe the question isn't.
Yeah, we cannot hear you, Mr. Lim. Did that answer your question? For some reason, we cannot hear you, unless I'm the only one not hearing him.
I'm not hearing him either for some reason.
Yeah, I can't hear him.
I think the line is terrible. Never mind. I think I'll ask another time when the line is stable.
But yeah, I mean, just to note, like we're not DeFi projects. We're very operational blockchain projects for like certain business use case. In fact, Octopus is really focusing on the non-DeFi aspect of it. Not that, well, DeFi enables a lot of stuff, but like Octopus has decided to focus on the more, I guess the enterprise way to say it is operational blockchain. So both DBio and Myriad are not doing our own stablecoins, like the financial part. Where there are things that we're not basically doing. I think Myriad certainly opens up a lot of opportunities for people to tip each other, but that is basically by opening wallets and basically